Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Digimon World 2 alternative version. Now we were still in the. Can't believe we're still in the first floor of the Beetling. But yeah, after the rant I had from yesterday's video, again, I wasn't really paying attention to the game. I was just ranting my frustration. I'm sorry about that, guys. But hold on, let me take a sip of this tea. Oh no. Because I really needed it. Been yapping a lot the whole day. Just I wanted to vent out my frustration. That's mostly it, right? But again, yeah, this game, man. The Digimon always have been like. I always have been this love it or hate it guy, right? When you love something in Digimon, you really love it, but when something in a Digimon game ticks you off, like it pisses you off, you're really mad at it for the rest of the game. My struggle is just this level cap system. Ugh. Don't get me started on that. Alright, let's see. We could still do this. I mean, we're just waiting for... I think this is it, right? We just needed one more level up to Digivolve both Russ and Rosie. But then we still have to Digivolve Neo. We still have to level up Neo to Digivolve as well. At least it won't be... it won't be as long as last time. We only have one more level for all of them right now. Aww. And after all that rant I did to my wife's workplace, so to speak. Now she's eating cake. Aw, that makes me feel so nice that she could enjoy all the little things, all the little perks that she got from the office, right? So wholesome to see. I love her. So good, right? Alright, after I rant about everything, now I do kind of want to share with you guys one of my favorite things. I do love when I do love to see when someone close to me gets that, you know, teeny tiny happiness within their life. Like how that was. How my wife got a cake, and she enjoyed. She does enjoy sweet stuff here and there, and that felt good to me, right? Felt like, ah, the world is kind of right for once. And that kind of reminded me of something. So, back during high school, where I was just a tiny, you know, little ambitious little boy, and I still had hope. Hold on, let me do this first. You know what, Neo? I think we should just guard. I'll let Rosie and Russ handle this one. Yeah. So back in the day, I did have this dream that was kind of inspired by most of the story that my dad and my mom had told me about how their friends, their family member, their brother or sister had this. We had this weird trend, right, where everyone was doing different job. Oh, okay, level up, nice. Where everyone was doing this job that is outside of their specialty or their what is it? their academic background, right? Let's just say maybe someone that graduated from biology was doing mostly was doing accounting stuff, or mostly was doing the things that you don't see a biologist, do, right? And I felt like, okay, this feels like the wrong person at the wrong time. Or, but then it turns out that uh, they kind of like where they're working at their job now, and the main problem was the uni, like their major that they chosen. So most often than not, a lot of my parents' generation, right? They choose the university first. Like, all right, what's a okay, cool. Might as well got him back. Let's go. So yeah, most of them choose the university first, then proceed to choose the major that they kind of close. They're kind of into, right? Oh, Pumpkinmon! Oh, something new. This is something we haven't seen before in this game. No, wait, we have seen Pumpkinmon. Never mind, forgot. Yep, there he is. Yeah, I totally forgot about Pumpkinmon. Oh, we are on theme right now. Except for Neo being a Waymon and all. So yeah. So I found out that it's not that the job wasn't available. It's just that they're not really passionate in what they study, because they're the way that they choose the major and also the university, right? It was dictated by their own parents. Same black screen for you. Oh god, what's wrong? Some of you guys don't have that problem, and some of you guys that do have that problem. I really don't understand. Maybe after stream I could try and see what's the problem. Try to problem solve it, but currently I really I really can't be bothered. I'm sorry, Ravamon. I'm sorry, Relvamon. Yeah, I'm sorry for that. I'll try to troubleshoot it after stream. See what's going on. All right, let's do Hurricane. Let's see, Squall. Nice arrow. So yeah, and then little old me during high school got inspired to make kind of like Amazon, but for services, where, although not really kind of like Amazon, but you know what, a platform kind of like Amazon where you can find all these guys that have these kind of specialties, right? To do the odd job that you think they fit your problem, right? Plus, it also provides like a marketing services for these guys who have who just barely graduated, right? To do what they studied, to align themselves with the job market that fits them. At least that was the idea. You have a problem, we have a solution, here's the service. That's mostly it. And even to this day, I feel like, you know what, that could be, I think that is still a good idea. It's like e-commerce, but it's e-service. I think if I'm not mistaken, there was something like similar to that forgot the name. My friend kind of told me about it. Because I kind of told him that, you know, I used to have, I had an idea to do this and that, right? And he did say, oh, you know what? I think I've stumbled upon, you know, I stumbled a platform that did those kind of stuff. Yeah, I had such a concrete plan to do it as well. So I felt like a lot of universe, like fresh graduates had this problem of where they didn't really find a good a suited job toward a job that's suited for their studies or their graduate diploma, right? So to speak. I intended for this to be like, you know what, a fresh graduate first job experience, right? So that they can build up experience while, you know, looking for a better suited job for them. But they do have to start somewhere, right? And to show that, you know what, I'm freshly graduate and I already have I have this experience within me because of this you know, service provider. Because a lot of people kind of struggle to find that first job, that, you know, first hit. And I feel like, you know what, everyone can be the service that I'm providing can be everyone's first, you know, first actual job that they do after graduate. And hopefully it can, you know, lead to a better paying job, you know. At least that was the idea. It was kind of like a what is it? A guild system in a lot of anime. I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of like my inspiration as well, where it's either or, right? It's either people posting about their problem and then like fresh graduate within the app can take the job that's well suited for them. But then I thought it to myself, well, this could get a bit tricky because it feels like doxing, right? At the end of the day, feels like unintentionally doxing someone, or yes, unintentionally doxing the person that needed the help. But again, in a way, I'm still clinging to that hope that I could make something of that caliber, right? Again, but that is again a dream, my dream specifically. And here I am streaming at streaming every day. Well, not really every day. Like four times a week. 4 times a week. 4 times a week. Yeah. Having a very low paid IRL job that doesn't really sustain, and I'm feeling the struggle. But again, it's not only me that's struggling. Even the guys who has work is also struggling. Nice. Alright, one left. Let's go dealt the finishing blow here. Okay. Hold on. Neo should be... Oh, but Neo's stunned. You know what? Nah, never mind. Just dead Goliath. Blast. The Thunder Ray. Yeah, because Neo is the one that is closer to leveling up. Although I'm not sure if this battle has enough EXP to level him up though. Alright, that attack was enough. Let's see if the EXP is enough to level up Neo. It is not. It's not enough. We need to do one more battle. I should have just battled the other Digimon that I found. Because we're just gonna get... Okay, perfect. Go, okay. Because after this one battle, we're just gonna go back and Digivolve Neo, right? I do really want to see what this Way 1 Digivolve into. I have a sinking feeling that it's gonna be Metal Citron, but I could be wrong. There could be there could be a Placiomon here. We don't know, but I kind of doubt that, honestly. Because I kind of doubt that Placiomon is in Digimon World 2. I think it's barely in Digimon World 3. Was it in Digimon World 3? I don't think so. But Metal Citron was in Digimon World 3, so this could be a possibility to Waymon Digimon into Metal Citron. Let's see. Yeah. Have you guys seen the different typing in the new Digimon story games? They kind of announced it. Well, not announced it. They kind of showed it to us on how much typing, or was it attribute on how much attribute that the new game has. Like the old game, like the old story game, I think it was only just there was only just four attributes, like, you know, the usual vaccine virus data type, and then there's free there's free type. But now in the next Digimon story game, we see that they added 2 more attribute to it, completing the Digimon attribute, right? So they added unknown and also no data. I think it was no data called. I think it was called no data. Yeah, it's really cool that they added it in. Although it is going to be way more confusing for for the newer guys that has just joined Digimon with that game, right? For old heads of the Digimon franchise, it's gonna be like, oh shit, they put it in, yes, let's go. But for the new guys that just that's going to be their first time playing a Digimon game, it's just gonna be so confusing. What is an unknown? It's like, why does this guy not have an attribute? No, it's a no data. So you, John? Yep, probably, right? Are you gonna try the new game later, John? Or are you just gonna see? Or are you just gonna see my stream for it? I am planning on streaming it though, but maybe not. Maybe not day one. Gonna stream it someday, but not day one. Hmm. Glad to hear. Hope you enjoyed the game though. I hope the game is enjoyable as well. Here's to hoping, but I feel like it's just gonna be. It's going to be kind of like, you know, same old Digimon story game with more quality of life at least. I am kind of glad that they did opt it out. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is the this is the moment that we've been waiting for. Let's see what this Waymon digivolve into. Marine Digimon. I have mixed feeling about this. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of Marine Digimon, if I'm being honest. But a mega level is a mega level. Let's see. Whoa, what's with the animosity there, John? There it is. What I was hoping way too much for it to be Metal Seedramon. But I should have guessed. I should have guessed more wisely though. It's weird, right? Marine Digimon, I think, has the same. Well, at least for me, right? It has the same vibe as Piximon. They're this teeny tiny Digimon that packs a punch, right? And that turns out to be, oh shit, this is a mega level Digimon here. We gotta be careful on this one with this one. See the usual stuff. Let's see. Let's go. Yeah, again, I am kind of curious on the general, well, new heads to the Digimon lore, right? On their opinion about the attribute system and also the elemental system, but more on the attribute, not the elemental. Because even the attribute, well, even though it's not too much, it is kinda. It is kinda. As for me, I don't really like the unknown type. I feel like it's a bit cheating in a way. Because essentially unknown is like it advantageous against the triangle attribute, right? Unknown is like the destroyer of the triangle. And I do kind of hate those kind of attribute, even in a game that I should not mention in my videos, even in Genshin Impact, right? The first time I played Genshin Impact, you think I know what you're talking about right now? Nah, probably you won't. I'm talking about the unknown attribute here, where it's kind of like the destroyer of the triangle attribute, where where it is advantageous against vaccine, virus, and also data. Those kind of elements or those kind of attribute, right? Like even in I don't really like that. I don't really like how that is, because I feel like that's kind of like a cop out in a way, where they wanted to add more attribute but just don't know what. Hold on. Like I've seen the one of these example in Genshin Impact, right? With the I think it was I I don't really know the specific name for it, but it's the earth element, where it is triumphant against any other element. And I felt like, why? Like the very first thing that pops into my head is, why is this even in the game? Why is this even a thing in the game? I do not understand. You're saying there's one element that is better than anything else? Well, if anything, if any good character comes out with that specific element, you better prepare your wallet, right? But then turns out all the character from that specific element are shit. So again, that's why I said nothing good will come out of this kind of attribute or element. It's either the character, it's either two, right? Either it's going to it's gonna trample all of the other elements, where, you know what, better off saving for a new character of this element, than, you know, pulling for gacha's sake, right? Rather than pulling for any other character in the that's not in this element, right? It's either that, or because company don't want you to do that, they're gonna give the shittiest character this element. And guess which one the company chooses to do? That's right. Make all the characters shit as hell, in which the elements affiliation, no. Yeah, the element doesn't really matter. Right, those strong advantage you have because of the element, not a thing, not even a thing. You wish it was a thing, but it's not. Because the character is so shit. And for Digimon, for Digimon, it's not a matter of the character is shit or not. It's a matter of how much Digimon and how well, okay, maybe it is about how shitty it is. Now think about it. There are at least to me, right? I only know like what, one or maybe three Digimon, but no, I'm pretty sure it's only two Digimon that are in the unknown attribute, and one of them is a Pokemon. A Pokemon is an unknown attribute. The other one is the newer. I forgot. Hold on. Is that? Yep. Got everything here. Yep. Let's go. I think it was a newer one where the. I forgot. It was in the Try movie, right? Was it Ordinamon? How do you Ordinmon? I forgot. I don't know how you guys say it. It's the DNA digivolution of Ophanimon, like the mega evolution of Tailmon. Oh, where you guys are Gatomon, right? Like the mega evolution for Gatomon, and it's the fallen version, like the fallen mode, and then DNA digivolve with what was the name? I forgot the other Digimon's name. It was the cat one. It was the Meikomon? The mega evolution of Meikomon. I forgot the name. That Digimon specifically. Like the DNA Digivolve of that, and also Ophanimon Fallen mode. That's the two unknown Digimon that I know. I don't really remember if there's any other, but there should be a few more, so I just don't remember. Again, yeah, they're just There's just not much of it. There's just not much to the unknown element because if they tweak it too much, like people just would opted to go to this Digimon specifically, right? And won't even bother to go for other Digimon, which in terms kind of like, you know, no fun. Hence why I don't really like those kind of elements, those kind of typing, because you really don't see anything good from it, right? Because if they make it good, like everything in that element is just OP, and then there's no point in you choosing. There's no benefit for you choosing the other type Digimon. Better off putting a full party of unknown Digimon, right? It's either that, or they make the Digimon so shit that even with the attribute itself, it's still going to be shit, no matter what. And look at that, yeah. That's why I don't really like those kind of elements in a game where there's just one element that's dominating everything else. It's like, why? Why do you even do this? Why even opted out doing this? You know, could have done any other type of typing or elements. It just doesn't make any sense. I know it looks cool, but you're essentially killing your productivity. No, your Digimon development. I guess you're limiting yourself essentially, right? You're capping yourself because of that. Yeah, there's a language the new gen understand. You're essentially capping yourself with these kind of elements, man. Here, I mean, we could try something here. This wall. Let's do trick or treat again. Again, I'm kind of disappointed at that, but it is what it is. But I think in this game, I'm not too sure of this, but the free type may be advantageous against unknown. I could be wrong, but free type should be like a neutral. Like, it's not disadvantage against anything, and it's not disadvantage or advantageous against anything. That's the nature of a free type Digimon. But I guess in a way it is like the counter for unknown. It's you know, it's not disadvantages against unknown. So, it's kind of like a sure thing. You can say it's a counter for it, right? It's kind of like a counter for it. Sure, why not? Again, I'm kind of excited that they're adding in or adding back some of the quality of life of old Digimon story games back to the new game. Appreciate that a lot. Specifically, this is the thing that I really love that they had in the DS era games that they took out during the Digimon Cyber Sleuth games, is that you can now Digivolve Digimon without having to go to Mirai's laboratory. And that is a dub in my opinion, bro. You know how annoying it is to in Digimon Cyber Sleuth, both the Hacker's Memory and the original one, you do have to go back to Mirei or find a spot to go back to Mirei just to digivolve the Digimon. Just to digivolve your Digimon. It is such a pain in the ass. Such a pain in the ass, dude. Even you can see it right now, even in Digimon World 2, how annoying that system is. Again, I'm so glad they brought that back. It's just, it has been, No, not that. Alright, let's see. Mega Blaster, not really that good. Again, yeah, I am kind of excited for Digimon Time Stranger. But... no, yeah, I'm kind of excited for that game. Can't wait to play the shit out of that game. And I do have to make a promise to you guys that my first time playing will be with you guys in the stream, hopefully. And also on YouTube videos. Just hope I don't accidentally fuck myself during the game. like how I did with Cyber Sleuth, which I'm still kind of still working on that. Well, not really working on it yet. I'm currently taking a break from Cyber Sleuth. Because I don't know if I want to continue Cyber Sleuth or just you know, skip to Hacker's Memory. I mean, we'll see. Because here's one battle system that I don't really like. I don't know if this will also be implemented on the new Digimon story game or not, but one of the things that I found a bit, I wouldn't say tedious, but it does kind of downplay the whole battle system, in my opinion, is where a few of the special attacks. Hold on, we're not gonna use that, or maybe we should counter today. To one of them I think one of them has a counter here. So one of the thing that I really don't like is that one of the special effects that the special attack has is defense penetrating. I know it's not I know that defense penetrating is usually a thing in a lot of RPG games, but defense penetrating, those kind of effects are mostly within a special kind of weapon, which you can kind of equip it to anyone you want, or the specific character that can use those certain weapon or those certain items, right? But giving it to a specific Digimon special attack makes it better than the rest. Here's why. More often than not, normal Digimon attacks kind of decreases from, depending on how high of a defense stat that the other Digimon has, right? But if you have defense penetrating and you add that up with the kind of like the charge mechanics, where you see in a lot of Persona game, but Digimon also has that charge mechanic as well, where it doubles your damage output next turn. Add that to a defense penetrating attack, and you have a one-shot kill Digimon right there. Right. That is kind of game-breaking in a battle system way. It's kind of like the attribute argument that I had earlier, and I really don't like that. Like, sure, if the defense penetrating thing effects is from an equipment or something of the sort, where oh, I can just switch Digimon and I still have a chance to do a defense penetrating attack. Cool, fine. I love that because Digimon is about, you know, Digivolution and de-Digivolution as well. So you have to switch around Digimons, right? But it's kind of different in, well, I can only say in the Cyber Sleuth games, because we don't really have any, we don't really have too much info on the new game other than just new Digimon that is in the game, right? So what makes it so hard to, you know, be okay with this kind of effects is that I do want to switch Digimon, or I do want to Digivolve and de-Digivolve Digimon to a different type of Digimon, right? But it makes you hesitate. It makes you hesitate. Those kind of effects hesitate you to switch to a new Digimon. Because why would you sacrifice a defense penetrating attack with just a normal attack where it's barely doing half of the total attack that you're doing right now, right? Barely reaching half. So I was like, you know what? I really do wish they kind of opted out of this kind of effect where defense penetrating attack, because if you add that to a specific special attack of a Digimon, then why go further beyond that Digimon, right? Like here's a few examples. We found out that War Greymon has two special attacks, right? An AoE and also a single target special attack. The AoE is fine. I don't really have an issue with it. But the single target attack has a defense penetrating. Now, War Greymon can still digivolve to Omegamon, right? Here's the main problem. There's the main issue. Omegamon doesn't have any defense penetrating attack. Why would you digivolve to Omegamon if it's doing less damage than your War Greymon at the same level with the same stats, right? It doesn't make any sense. Let's go with Haze Ball. It doesn't make any sense to digivolve for Greymon into an Omegamon or Omnimon, right? When War Greymon itself has better damage output. This is my concern, right? This is one of my concerns with the Digimon story games, is that they try to implement a lot of, you know, RPG aspect to it, but kinda in the wrong thing, or doing it not so good, where it made the game a bit redundant, to the point where it made the game redundant, right? It's kind of my worry about it. Because I had this issue for a while now, after replaying Digimon Cyber Sleuth. So, like last time we did Cyber Sleuth, I was trying to get Examon, hoping, because, you know, Examon, who doesn't want to get Examon? Examon looks so cool. And turns out, Examon doesn't really have defense penetrating attack. Wanna smash the Kaizen Isle? Take it. Dust Strike, let's go. So it turns out Examon doesn't have defense penetrating attack. But one of its DNA Digivolution has one. Yeah, they ruined the entire franchise due to what you just said. Digivolution makes no sense from any point of view. See, doesn't make any sense. Again, it kind of ruins the experience for me as well. Like, why would I want to digivolve to a very cool Omegamon or Omnimon, right? When Lord Greymon himself can just do better damage output. Doesn't make any sense. Like how much like it doesn't matter how high quality the equipment are within, like, speaking of Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, right? It doesn't matter on how high quality the equipments are. If the Digimon doesn't have a defense penetrating special attacks, it is not worth it, right? It is so not worth it. You're better off just having War Greymon throughout until the end of the game as well, throughout the whole game. But then the purpose of you playing a Digimon game is just, you know, why? Why am I even playing this shitty? Why am I playing this game? I wouldn't say it's shitty because it is good. It is a good game. Just that has that, you know, few things that kind of ruin the experience for me. And I hope they don't do that again. Even if they do want to do, you know, that kind of thing, make it an equipment. Just play Pokemon? Hell no. But maybe not there. I wouldn't say hell no, because man, I do miss playing old Pokemon games, right? Specifically the GBA, either Game Boy Color or Game Boy Advance one. I do miss playing those Pokemon games, but yeah. Again, it is so frustrating, right? Because I hope they don't do that again. I'm just hoping that there's no, because it really does ruin it for me. If they do want to do it like that, put it on a equipment. Put it in an equipment where any Digimon can use it, or any specific Digimon that can use that weapon, be able to use it. Just don't put it on a fucking signature attacks. That's all I'm saying. Because it ruins the game. It ruins the whole purpose of being a Digimon game where you can get any Digimon. You can have any partner Digimon you want. But then I have to stick to this rule because, damage output. Doesn't make any sense. And it's 80 MP for a weaker attack. Like, yeah, oh my god. It's so painful to see, man. It's so painful. You're paying more for less. Oh my god. That is the antithesis of an RPG game at that point. Like the unknown typing, I can get by. I can get through it. Fine, it's fine. Though, it has that. We've talked about this issue. It's fine. I don't really have an issue about it. It doesn't really ruin the experience. It's just that it ruins a few of the Digimon options, but that's it. But this specific thing where you've added a defense penetrating attack to one of a signature attacks of a specific Digimon, that's the thing that's ruining my experience. They should have done it with how the DS. I really do believe the DS story games. Regarding battle system, I think it has better battle system, at least in my opinion, right? It has better battle system than the Cyber Sleuth game, because it doesn't ruin the experience. At least it doesn't ruin the experience for me, right? Let's go with Kaiser Neil on Woodmon. Neo. Keep up the guard, man. About you. Sparrow Flower. But then, yeah, again, if they still are doing that, I'll probably avoid all the Digimon that has a defense penetrating attack, right? Because it ruins it. It ruins the experience for me. I'll try to avoid them, but again, we could search it in like I mean, we could search it in kind of like the Digimon Wikipedia, the Digimon database about it. But you know what, I do prefer to be surprised on what Digimons are in the game. I prefer not to know like all of the Digimon in the game. I would like to find out for myself. But if they still implement these kind of effects, I really have to search out like which Digimon that I don't want to be having, because it ruins the fun for me. Again, that is the specific thing that ruins the gameplay for Cyber Sleuth in my humble experience with it, right? I hope they opted that out, like opted it to not have that. But I'm pretty sure they are still trying to implement all those. I'm pretty sure. I'm 100% War Greymon specifically, right? I'm pretty sure War Greymon still has that defense penetrating attack. You know, Great Tornado. But I wish they didn't, honestly. Well, let's see. Let's give the new game a chance, alright? I'm just gonna give the new game a chance. If I happen to stumble those kind of attacks, I'm gonna opt to not use it, because I do not want it, to ruin my experience. That's it. Alright, let me check the YouTube recording here. Oh, we're still good. We do still have a few more minutes. Both Pokemon and Digimon have flaws. We need a new monster game. I mean, it's kind of hard, right? It's kind of hard. I think both Pokemon and Digimon are just way too iconic to be ignored, in my opinion. Even if, right, let's say they made a new, like, what, Monster Rancher game. I know the old head's gonna be, oh shit, this is dope, but realistically, sales wise, I don't think it's gonna be good. Where it's going to be like a continuing franchise. But I do have high hopes for indie developers, right? They maybe not a new like what, monster IP, but they do tweak the gameplay of current IPs to make it, you know, a bit more refreshing. This is refreshing. This is new. I love it. You know? Like how I forgot the name. Hold on. Hold on. Let me check. Let me check this real quick. I forgot the name of the game. Like how. Hold on. Like how Digital Tamers did it. It's a fresh new take on the Digimon genre. Right? Even though yes, there are a lot of implementation of old Digimon game system, but it feels fresh. It feels refreshing to play it, right? I think that is a better way to approach the problem rather than just, oh, you know what, let's just make a new monster IP. Yeah, you know what, yeah. I mean, that could be a solution, but it could be a whole other disaster. Like, you gotta weigh in the, you know, disaster aspect of that and also the benefit that they could make it. But again, if it's good, I'm gonna try and, you know, play it. If I had the money, or if I had the money or time at that point, right? Like how I really do appreciate how Pal World's take on the monster genre of games. But the problem is I just don't have currently I just don't have the money to play it. And I really do want to play it because, like I've said in the past, I tried a few, I did tip my toes on a few of other kind of like survival games and, you know, those type of games. And it is kind of my bread and butter. I really do enjoy those kind of games. The survival aspect game, it feels so much fun. Well, not really survival. What do you call that genre? Where you kind of like trying to build your own. I wouldn't say factory, but it kind of does look like it. But what is the genre? I forgot. Scavenging? No. No, those kind of genre, power genre, right? And I do enjoy that. I do love, you know, upgrade. Well, not upgrading. Hold on. Again, I really do enjoy games that are similar to Power. Let's say it's survival. Okay, yeah, because survival can mean two things, right? It's either either Power or Dead by Daylight. That could be categorized as a survival game, right? So I you know, people keep confusing the two every time I kind of speak about, you know, I like survival game. Oh, you like Dead by Daylight? No, that's way different. No, that's not what I meant. But yeah, again, it's like, yeah, for sure, if I had the money, I would play Power in an instant, right? I really do enjoy those type of game. Oh, what do we have here? It is too. Okay, not bad. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna enjoy it, but I just don't have the time or the resources to buy those type of games. Oh shit! It's the other Leo one. Oh god! Back off, Leo one. Back off! I'm barely surviving in this game. Wait, are we just looping? Did we just loop here? Oh, come on. We're so weak. Should have fought the Leo one. We're still in the first floor, by the way. Although at this point, I think I'm just leveling up the team. Was there another path? Oh wait, there is another. Nope, there isn't. This is the first. Ah, god damn it! Yay, another week in this domain. Help us all. Help me. Where's this portal? I haven't seen any portal anywhere. Holy shit. What the hell is going on here? So I tried going there. Oh, our one and only option is up there. Oh, I don't want to. Oh, it's over there. Okay. Give me the bug. Energy bug, sure. We can take energy bug. What a shitty position. My god. Like, you guys, are you for real, man? Again, sometimes you just need to do it differently with the same IP, honestly. Listen to that, Pokemon Company. The best Pokemon game that the Pokemon Company made was not from the Pokemon Company, was from outsourcing it to another company. That is saying something, man. Into bed. Alright, later, John. Have a good night's sleep, John. Well, I'm still struggling with these bozos. I meant the Digimon, guys. I meant the Digimon, not chat. Sorry. That come across as assholey for you guys. I mean, we don't really have a target for specifically for this stream. Well, for this playthrough, right? Because as you guys can see, we are still leveling them out to digivolve them. As much as I want to go to fight the boss with our current team, I'm pretty sure we're just gonna get body at the first try we get, right? As the first try we got, just gonna get body and just KO'd. Although I am okay. Here's the target we can do. Let's try to level up Marine Angemon and see what attacks or see what his skill. What skill are we getting from Marine Angemon? If I do have to guess, I'm pretty sure it's going to be an assist skill, right? Either to heal, revive, either two, right? Probably one of them. Let's see. Let's go with Blood Bomb. Marine Angemon, we can use Heaven's Heal. Let's go with Ice Arrow. Alright. After this, I do have to see how much EXP left we need to level up Neo here. Because we are close to ending the stream. I also need to go somewhere. You know, my whole life's not about the stream, bro. But yeah, again, this stream, I'm glad I could rant. And from the looks of it, my ranting kind of, you know, pour in the viewer. So I should rant a lot more than later stream. Stinger surprise, sure, we'll get that. Love Serenade. Oh, you know what? Love Serenade. Although Love Serenade does have the demotivate effects. Let's opt out for. Ooh, Spiral Flower doesn't really. Yeah, let's go with that. Alright, we still have 1,000 left, so I think we're just gonna leave it at that. And leave the problem for future Jedi 10, right? To deal with. I mean, at least we get to digivolve both Russ and Rosie, right? To ultimate level. I mean, that's good enough. Alright, next stream we might try and challenge the new domain boss. I mean, hopefully, right? Maybe maybe recruit a few Digimon here and there, hopefully. So, okay, let's save up. And that should be all. That should be all for the stream today. All right. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Appreciate one of you. If you want to check out my other video that's out on Twitch, you can go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jedi10, and subscribe there. For VOD viewer, enjoy the VOD. You want to catch me live, you can go to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Jedi10, and follow me there. Say hi, chat for me on live, like all these lovely chatters here. Alright, thank you everyone for tuning in. Appreciate every one of you. Bye-bye now.